Alright, Aston Martin Vantage GTE, the 2018 rendition limited time series. Well, let's go. Alright, so once again, the 15 tiers, 375 gold to spend, 75 of which we do get it back. So I've already posted the series overview video for this limited time series. So I'll put the link to the video in the description box below. So if you want to find out what to expect in the series before you get started, please do go check it out. But for this one, we'll get started and put some upgrades on since it's going to take a while. So let's get rolling. All right, so base PR 79.1. Top speed 318 kph, the acceleration 0 to 60 or 100 kph, 2.84 seconds, and braking distance of 24.9 meters, and the grip of 1.78 G. So how does that compare to the other GT cars in 2019 season? Well, at the moment, it's difficult to compare simply because the other cars that I have in the garage are already upgraded. They already have 21 upgrades, so it's not exactly a very fair comparison. You know what I mean? All right, well, so we'll just compare it to itself as we put more upgrades on. So first tier engine upgrade is going to give us the 3 kph top speed boost and shave off 1/100th of a second in acceleration time. So let's get that going. And drivetrain, 2 kph boost in top speed, but we get 2/100ths of a second shaved off in acceleration. So a little bit more acceleration focused upgrade here. Then engine, and then body, we get 2 kph top speed boost, just like the drivetrain. And the acceleration, we get 1/100th of a second boost. So that is more like taking the two of the lesser improvement from the engine and drivetrain, right? All right, moving on to suspension. We got the braking distance improvement of what, 20 centimeters or 0.2 meters, right? 24.9 to 24.7. And the grip improvement by 0.02, bringing up from 1.78 G to 1.8 G. So that's nice. And then exhaust, 2 kph top speed boost and shave off 1/100th of a second in acceleration. So that's exactly like the body upgrade, seems like. And then the brakes, of course, it's actually a brakes upgrade. So braking distance improved by 0.7 meters. So 70 centimeters. So we'll see how that actually impacts our racing in game. And also improves the grip by 0.01 G, so not quite up to 1.8 G like the suspension, but of course once these all kick in at the same time, it'll be nice synergy boost, right? So maybe it'll bring our grip up to 1.81 when they're all done. But of course we have one more, tires and wheels, that also gives us a boost in grip. So that's 0.02 G boost in grip, just like suspension. So maybe we'll end up with the 1.83 G once these are all done. And then we get also acceleration boost of shaving off 2/100ths of a second. So that's not too bad. All right, so now those are all in place on order. So let's get started. And no, this car, unfortunately, we cannot customize, and they don't really have. We only have a single official finish on this car. as well. This lime green, yellow green finish, which is fine if this is the only car on track with this finish, but limited time series, of course, I have a feeling it's not going to feature any other GT cars. It's going to feature only Aston Martins, which is, you know, where's fun in that? Anyway, we're off with the event number 1. After coming out of driving that slippery Lambo Diablo SV, this should be a nice change of pace. Because, I mean, there should be enough grip. Okay, this was a terrible line. Don't do what I just did. That's what happens when you're distracted talking while you're trying to drive. But the point I was trying to make is with the amount of grip this car has, I think you should be able to run through Eau Rouge without braking at all. I don't know, you may end up in a spectacular crash on the other side of the track, but I think you might be able to pull it off. Obviously, I failed, so I'm not a very good example on that, but hey, I know many of you guys can do it. Alright. So other than the initial mishap through Eau Rouge, we got a pretty decent line here. Nice grippy car with a very, very good acceleration and whoa! Once again, getting distracted. Alright, so what was the target distance again? 268. So considering my top speed being significantly higher than Sylvia, yes, easy finish there with a finishing distance of 225 meters behind Sylvia. Trying to keep that margin of victory close, as always. All right. So that is good enough. Ooh, that's way more service bars taken out than what it should have taken out. Thanks to being all over, on and off the track. Didn't help. But nevertheless, good enough for gold trophy number 1 of 45 we need to grab. So with 1 down, let's move on to the second one, speed record at Melbourne. Alright, 229.1 kph is the target. We know exactly where we can set the top speed at Melbourne. So here we go. 200 seems like should be a relatively easy speed to reach with this guy. And really, any GT class cars. Of course, this is gonna be the longest, fastest section right here, so alright, well, I was trying to, once again, kind of control the winning margin, maybe a little too aggressively. Alright, that's another section apparently you can set the top speed with this car at Melbourne. 231. That's close enough to 229. There it is. The gold trophy number 2. We're gonna have the car in critical condition sooner than I would like. The way I am driving here. Alright, anyway, 2 gold trophy done, 2 down, 1 more to wrap up tier 1, and it's gonna be the single lap cup race at Circuit of the Americas, National Circuit, and looks like there's a team event going on, distance event with really any car, so I guess I'll be setting a little bit of team score with this event. Alright, here we go. Also get to find out the length of the national circuit at the end of this lap. Right. So regarding team event, they didn't mention you have to win, you just have to complete, so that's something to keep in mind. But those distance events are such grinders. Oh man, it's a lot of time that you gotta put in if you wanna make it worth anything, right? Anyway, to keep everybody in the back. Whoa, come on. Stay behind. How are we doing? Alright, we got maybe like 4 cars behind. Whoa, Seepers. Dude, your place is in the back. Come on. Stay behind. These guys really want to get around, huh? Alright, that's close enough. And 3.5 kilometers is a lap of national circuit at the Circuit of the Americas. Good to know. And it's worth 800 fame points. Upon winning, of course. Alright, so that is pretty darn close to red. Alright, so that's it for tier 1. Of course, unlocks tier 2. And while we're at it, you know what? Let's keep pushing tier 2. Since I get a feeling that, you know, I'm gonna get stuck at the cup race, right? So while I'm waiting on the upgrades, I'll probably just throw the car in for service as well. So yes, let's keep this rolling. Speed snap. Okay, we'll try to do this one while the car is still in green. Target speed 243.7. And it's right under the bridge in Wellington Strait, I want to say, right? So, alright, here we go. Through the loop. And 2, 20, 30, 44. Alright. helps that the car is not in critical condition. All right. So now the car is going into the critical condition, so the car's performance obviously is going to be hindered. So, all right, so gold trophy number 4, right? On to trophy number 5. We'll do endurance at the 24-hour circuit. 6.1 kilometers is the initial target here, so obviously we've only raced 4 races so even with the bot training, I guess it's not very well reflected. Now we'll see if this limited time series end up running like one of those that we've had where bots are just super fast, which would mean we'll have to service the car more frequently. So we'll see. Alright, so 6 kilometers here. I feel like we'll end up reaching the far end of the circuit. So around Molson Corner is what I'm anticipating, how far we're gonna have to take this one to. I wish we had drifting, but no. Alright, 3 kilometers and counting, so we're about halfway there. Alright, how grippy are ya? Too slow. Alright. 5 kilometers, 30 seconds to kill, so no more overtakes, obviously. Wouldn't want to sit here for longer than I have to. 6.1, right, with some 15 more seconds still remaining on the clock. Come on, there we go. Right on the flag. Alright, there it is. Another gold trophy to wrap up our 0 upgrade run in this limited time series, I'm assuming, because the second tier cup, we're gonna need some of those first tier upgrades in place, and I'm not quite there yet. They're like some 11 hours and 44 minutes away, so there's the gold trophy number 5, which marks 11% completion. So let's check in here. So yep, we're pretty good distance away in terms of PR requirements. So right, so we'll have to just wait. So while we're waiting, we'll get the car serviced, might as well, right? So we'll return once upgrades are done, since we cannot really proceed any further before that. So stay tuned and we'll see you in the next video. All right, take care guys.